If scoliosis pain is disrupting your day, chances are the advice you've been given is what's keeping it going. I'm Jean Duplessis, Clinical Director here at Scolicare. For years, I've worked with both children and adults managing scoliosis and posture-related pain without surgery. Today, I'll show you 3 simple steps to ease scoliosis pain safely. And best of all, you can do them right at home without any special equipment. This is what I see all the time in early consults. A young teen starts developing scoliosis. Maybe their shoulder sits a little higher or their clothes don't hang evenly. Or it's an adult managing work, stress, posture strain who begins noticing deeper spinal fatigue by the afternoon. They go to the family doctor or physical therapist and are told the same thing. It's mild, nothing to worry about, just wait and see. The tricky thing about scoliosis is, in children and teens, it often does not cause pain, at least not at first. That can make it easy to ignore or to assume everything's fine. But the curve can still progress, quietly, affecting posture, confidence, even breathing, long before pain ever shows up. In adults, it's a different story. Pain is often what finally gets noticed, whether it's fatigue, stiffness, or discomfort that just doesn't go away. By the time it feels urgent, most people believe they've missed their whole window to act, but they haven't, and there are ways to intervene early, safely and effectively. Let me show you how. I once had a patient, 42, high school teacher, mother of 2, and someone who, until recently, didn't even know she had scoliosis. What started as a dull ache between her shoulder blades slowly turned into daily discomfort. She couldn't sit at her desk comfortably. Sleeping on her side was agonizing. She tried massage, heat packs, even painkillers, but nothing lasted. When she came to see us at Scolicare, she didn't want a brace, and surgery wasn't even on the table. What she wanted was clarity and relief. We gave her 3 simple exercises. No gym, no complex routines, just 10 minutes a day right in her living room. And while they weren't a magic fix, they were a turning point. Within 2 weeks, her pain was noticeably better. By week 3, she was finally sleeping through the night again. She didn't overhaul her entire life. She just took the first step with the right guidance, and that shift made the real difference. So, why did these 3 simple steps work for Anna? Here's the key. Scoliosis pain is not random. It follows patterns like weak muscles, stiff joints, and postural fatigue. The mistake that most people make is trying to stretch everything, strengthening nothing, or to do too much too soon, often without understanding how their spine is actually shaped or functioning. At Scolicare, we don't guess, we guide. Each of the steps I'm about to show you targets a specific mechanism of scoliosis-related pain. But before we go further, here's something important. If you or someone you care about has scoliosis, don't wait to find out what's really going on. Getting a proper diagnosis early can completely change the outcome. And the sooner you act, the more options you'll have. You can book a consult right now. The link is in the description. It's the first step to getting clarity, dedicated care, and a plan that's made for you. Now let's break down these steps. Step 1, diaphragmatic breathing. The first thing we might need to address is your breathing. In scoliosis, especially when the curve impacts your thoracic spine, the way your ribs expand and contract gets thrown off. They shift to chest breathing and lose core support. That creates a domino effect. More muscle tension, less spinal support, and more fatigue by the end of the day. Diaphragmatic breathing helps retrain your nervous system to calm muscular tension and reactivate those deep postural muscles. It sounds simple, and it is, but it's powerful. You're teaching your nervous system to switch off unnecessary tension and reactivate the muscles that actually protect your spine from overworking. And best of all, you can do it lying down with no equipment at all. Step number 2, step downs. lower limb control and alignment. Next, we shift from the spine to the lower body because how you move through your hips, knees, ankles has a direct effect on scoliosis-related strain. Step downs are a simple but powerful way to train eccentric strength. That's your body's ability to control movement while lowering. They also help correct subtle imbalances that often show up in walking, standing, or climbing stairs. Most importantly, they reinforce alignment under load. And for someone managing scoliosis, that's a big deal because alignment isn't just about standing still. It's about how your body behaves when it moves. Step 3, active elongation and postural awareness. Finally, we shift our focus to something scoliosis often disrupts, your ability to feel tall, aligned, and actively supported. One of the biggest drivers of scoliosis-related discomfort is postural collapse. As the day wears on, especially during long periods of sitting or standing, the spine tends to compress downward. The shoulders roll forward, the head drifts out in front, and the muscles meant to support your posture switch off. With scoliosis, this is even more complex. The spine isn't just curved, it's also twisted or rotated. That twist creates imbalances that make maintaining an upright posture harder and more prone to loss. So in this third step, we focus on active elongation, not forcing your body into a straight line, but gently encouraging length through the spine and re-engaging the muscles that help support that length. Breath, mobility, and activation. These 3 steps form a complete mini circuit for pain relief. It's not about doing more. It's about doing the right things with the right intent. So now that you understand why these 3 movements work, let's talk about how to actually do them. You just need a little bit of space, a few quiet minutes, and the willingness to move with intention. Technique definitely matters. These are subtle movements, and doing them the right way will help you feel results. Just follow along and feel free to pause the video as needed. Step 1 is diaphragmatic breathing. Start by lying on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Now take a slow breath in through your nose. Try to keep your chest still, and instead let your belly rise gently under your hand. That's how you know you're using your diaphragm. Hold for a moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. You want your belly to fall as you breathe out. If you're not sure you're doing it right, don't stress. It might take a few tries to get used to. Start with 10 breaths, just like that. Do it once in the morning and once before bed. You'll be surprised how quickly your body responds. Now let's move to step 2, the step down. Start by standing on a small step or a low platform. Keep your weight on your right foot and let your left foot hover just off the edge. Now slowly bend your right knee and lower your left heel towards the ground. Don't touch. Just hover a few centimeters above the floor. Then press through your right heel and come back to standing. You're not trying to go fast or deep. You're training control. Keep your hips level, your knee aligned over your toes, and your torso upright. Repeat that movement slowly, about 5 to 8 reps on each side. Use a wall or support for balance if needed. You'll feel your legs working, but you're also teaching your spine and your pelvis to stay organized under motion, exactly what scoliosis tends to disrupt. And finally, step 3, elongating. Sit or stand tall, whichever feels more comfortable. Imagine a string gently pulling the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Feel your rib cage float away from your pelvis without straining. Keep your shoulders relaxed, just gently drawn back into balance. Hold that for a few breaths, then release and repeat it a few times, using your breath to find rhythm and control. It's a subtle shift, but over time, this kind of active awareness can help retrain how your spine holds itself against gravity. And when your posture feels supported, your body doesn't have to signal distress through pain. So, by now, you've seen the full picture. Not only do you understand why scoliosis pain happens, but you've also got a real, practical way to manage it from home. These aren't just exercises, they're tools. Tools that reduce tension, they improve support, and they give you back a sense of control over how your body feels. And the best part, you don't need to do everything at once. Even one of these steps done consistently can start to shift how you feel, day by day, breath by breath. So what was our takeaway from this video? Scoliosis pain doesn't always require a big, dramatic solution. Sometimes it's just a few small things done the right way, with clarity on what your spine needs. You've now got 3 of those. The tools are what you need. They're simple, they're safe, they're effective, and they can be done at home. And if you stick with them, even a few minutes a day can lead to better posture, less tension, and real relief. That's it for now, but feel free to explore the other videos on this channel. There's plenty more to discover. I'm Dr. Jean Duplessis, and from all of us at Scoliosis, thanks for watching.